We are fighting in the womb, not realizing that if we're both in there, then we both have to come out. And there are too many people, God help me today, there are too many people in the church that are fighting each other in the womb, not understanding that eventually we all gonna come out. Just because you get ordained first, just because you get affirmed first, don't mean anything, because eventually, help me today, eventually what God placed me in the womb to do, I'm eventually going to be birthed out to do. That's why it's important for you to understand I ain't got no reason to be in competition with nobody. See, Jacob and Esau, they will fight in the womb, not realizing I don't have to compete with you. I wish you would just encourage the person standing next to you or sitting next to you and say, you ain't got to compete with nobody, because what God has for you, it is for you. Who God wants you to be, you're going to be. Who God wants you to become, you are going to become. I don't care if you became a prophet long before I did. I don't care if you became an apostle long before I did. I'm not in competition with you. God has given me an assignment, and I'm going to be dedicated to the assignment that God has placed on my life. It can be 1,000 people in the womb with me, but I'm going to look around, and if you're on your way out first, I got enough gall about myself that I'll push you out, knowing that if one of us come out, then we can help the next person come out. And that's the problem we find, is everybody want to come out first, and we want to compete. We want to get the car first. We want to get the house first. We want to get the mansion first. We want to get the position first. But when I tell you, I trust God, that if God has ordained and purpose for me to be birthed out as an apostle, it's going to happen. It don't matter to me who goes before me. I wish you would just put your hand like that and say, I don't care who go out in front of me. I'm still going to come out. You ain't got to worry. I'm not going to get stuck in this room. I'm not going to get stuck in this place. I refuse to fight with my sister. I refuse to fight with my brother, knowing that if they come out, they're going to help me get out. You're so busy fighting, you can't celebrate. You're so busy competing that you can't even congratulate. I'm glad that God is using you. I'm glad that God is blessing you, because my time is on its way. You may be delayed. You may be a few minutes behind. You may be a few weeks behind. You may be a few months behind. But God has a perfect timing for me, and He declared in His word, in due season. Oh my God, today, in due season. That means at the right time, it's going to happen for me. I wish you would throw your hands in the air and say, at the right time, it's going to happen for me. You can look at me crazy, point your fingers if you like, because you don't see it happening. But in due season, at the right time, when God is ready, I'm busting out the womb. The water gonna break, and can't nothing stop it. I wish I had a few people that says the water in my life is about to break, and I'm gonna come out. Help me today. God is gonna put me where He needs me to be. Don't be jealous. Don't be scandalous. Don't be filled with strife, because I promise you, where my feet tread, my daughters go with me. I promise you that where my feet tread, my son's going to. Don't be jealous. Somebody shout push. You ain't got to be the one that's giving birth to push, but you can push your sister until she looks like everything God promised. You can push your brother until he looks like everything that God promised.